Hello everybody, welcome back to our channel. You know what, I have to tell you honestly, this is like the third day na medyo masakit yung lalamunan ko. I mean, I have a sore throat. So, is it something very alarming? Di ba minsan napaparanoid tayo na it might be, a symptom of, Pero I other than, being a little bit itchy minsan, wala naman akong ibang nararamdaman. And it is not as bothersome as the normal sore throat or ubo dati na nagkakaroon ako. So I'm fine. But syempre, pag medyo hindi na maganda yung pakiramdam other than the throat issue, that's the time that I have to go to a doctor. So, if I go to a doctor, I will ask the doctor for advice on what to do about my sore throat. Again, I will ask my doctor for advice on what to do about my sore throat. Okay, so advice, ang ginamit natin, if you look at it, the spelling is CE. Or I can also say, I will ask the doctor to advise me, that's SE, on what to do with my sore throat. Alright, I'll say it again. I will ask the doctor to advise me, to advise, that's SE, me on what to do about my sore throat. Okay, today, let's see the difference between advice, that's CE, and SE. Siguro medyo confusing to sa atin minsan. We know most probably na etong isa, that CE, is a noun. And the other one, the SE, is a verb. Kaya lang sa spoken, I don't think it matters kasi syempre pareho ng tunog. Alright? Pero there are more to learn other than the difference of, just the noun and the verb difference rather. So let's see. Yung una, that's CE, that is a noun. At yung pangalawa, SE, ay verb. Okay, sa noun muna tayo. Yung noun na CE, it's actually non-count. Pag sinabing non-countable noun or uncountable noun, that means hindi mo siya pwedeng lagyan ng letter S. Advices, for a noun, it's a big no. Walang ganon. So, wag nating lagyan ng letter S yung noun advices. Yung advice na verb, pwede syempre. Advices. He advises me all the time, to take care of my health. Okay, like that. So, he advises. That's the singular form of the verb. That's fine. So, with letter S. Okay, let's make sentences muna before I give you more input kung bakit hindi pwedeng countable yung noun and paano natin i-express kung there is like more than one advice. Paano na yan? Okay, but before that, let's try to make sentence muna. Okay, I strongly advise you to lose weight. I strongly advise you to lose weight. Is it the noun or the verb? I'll say it again. I strongly advise you to lose weight. What's the right one? Is it a verb or a noun? I strongly advise. I advise. So it's a verb. SE. Okay. Next sentence. They finally did what I advised them to do. They finally did what I advised them to do. Is it a verb or a noun? What I advised them to do. So therefore, it's still a verb kasi nag-past tense nga siya. Wala namang past tense ang noun eh. So we are using SE plus the ED form. I'll say it again. They finally did what I advised them to do. Okay, that's good. So, yun yung mga verbs, paggamit ng verbs. It's very simple. So, if you ask somebody advice, you can say, hey, can you please advise me what to do on this and that? Can you please advise me? That is the verb. But when you say, can you please give me advice? That's the noun. Give me advice. Pero minsan kasi, gusto mo ng maraming advice, hindi lang isa. So, can we say, can you please give me advices? Thank you for your advices. Don't put letter S. But before we discuss on how we can make it countable, kasi hindi nga countable yung advice, so there should be ways to make it countable. Paano yon? That's gonna be later on. Let's have more sentences. Okay, this is going to be a really good advice for some, of my friends in Facebook. Let me give you guys advice or some advice. I said some advice. So, unti-unti na natin nabubuo yung other way to, use advice na maramihan, hindi lang isa. An advice, we don't say an advice kasi nga hindi siya countable. So there should be no article. An advice. That's wrong. Okay, so sa mga friends ko sa Facebook, let me give you some advice. That's the noun. Some advice. So it's possible to say some advice for the noun. Don't you ever share fake news. Come on, common sense people. Come on, research and check. Is this a fact? Is there a factual basis on this? Puro lang tayo share ng mga fake news. Stop the fake news before sana, the end of this year. Sana naman wala na yung salitang fake news because that is so absurd. That is so disgusting of you people. So I advise you, or I would like to give you some advice. Don't you ever share it if you have common sense. Alright, so that means some advice. It's actually a noun. Going back anyway, we are to go back to the lesson. Okay. Another one. She gave me a lot of advice on what or on how to grow my YouTube channel. Actually, somebody actually gave me an advice. No, she gave me advice, or somebody gave me some advice. Okay, on how to grow my YouTube channel quick. Alright, some advice. So, pwede pala yun. Some advice. A lot of advice. Pwede rin yun. Although hindi siya specific kung ilan yung advice. So, pwede ba nating sabihin to advice, pero walang S. To advice. That's what we have to talk about. Paano ba magiging, how do you call this? Countable ang advice na noun. Alright. So, instead of putting S, advices, kasi hindi nga po pwede, alright, you have to use the expression, a piece of advice. So, yung a piece, one lang yun. One advice. A piece of advice. That's better. But don't say one advice, okay? I'm just trying to explain na isang advice lang yung binigay niya. However, can we say pieces of advice? Yes, that's correct. Pieces of advice, medyo marami yon. Hindi or unspecified kung ilan. But can we put number before pieces? Oh yes, 2 pieces of advice, 3 pieces of advice. That's possible. Tama po yun. So don't you ever use S after the noun advice. Okay, before I end our lesson today, let me give you guys 2 pieces of advice on how to get monetized fast. First, your content should always be authentic, yours. Huwag tayong manguha ng ibang video na hindi atin. At syempre, avoid copyright. That's the first one. The second advice will be, make sure na nakikita ka na YouTube. Ibig sabihin, you have it. You. Eto, kita mo ako. So you would be identified as a real, person na may channel and that you own the channel. Mas mabilis po pag nakikita tayo. So I advise dun sa mga cooking channel na hindi mo makikita kung sino yung nagluluto, it's really a lot better for you to be seen habang kayo nagluluto. That is my advice. Alright, I just gave you 2 pieces of advice. Well, thank you so much for your time today. If you have other questions and if you want to, clarify on other things regarding advice noun and advice verb, you go ahead and write down in the comment section below. Pag meron din po kayong gustong i-differentiate or i-lecture natin, please write down below. You can suggest any confusing, probably grammar structure, and I'll do my best to, give it a time to make a blog or to answer those questions. You all have a great day. If you still are not part of our channel, please go ahead and click that notification bell icon. Guys, if you can share this, I love it. And please, if you are watching my other or my upcoming videos, don't skip the ads. This is not gonna be for me, it's going to be for our charity. You all have a great day, and please subscribe. Thank you.